Does this work? Hello there. I set you up the opposite way. Usually you can see my messy laundry room, which is here, but now you can see my messy kitchen. I also have to position my big head in front of the window because otherwise it's too backlit. It's like an eclipse. Anyway, it's Saturday morning. It's almost 11. I have an Instacart order on the way. I think my shopper is almost done shopping. I'm on a mission to clean the kitchen and make 3 meals, 2 meals. 2 meals for me and 1 for Bruce. Sit. Oh, what a good boy. What a good boy you are. You're so good. You're so smart. Yeah, you're the goodest dog. You're such a good boy. What are you looking at outside? So I guess I'm going to show you what I make before they get here. I'm going to try to finish cleaning the kitchen, dishes, clean the stove. I have 19 minutes left on my audiobook, so I'm going to try to finish that. I'm doing the Goodreads challenge. I know I mentioned that already. Also, I keep checking the app like as if the number is going to change. It's still the same. I've finished 19 books. The one that I'm almost done will be 20, and then I also have 2 other books in progress. One is called Convenience Store Woman. It's a short novel, should be easy to finish. And then I also have a Victoria Stilwell book about dogs. I thought that was going to be an easy read, but I think because I'm like reading it and taking notes, it might take a while. I should still be able to finish it by the end of the month, but if you have any recommendations of like easy to read books or audiobooks that you think I would enjoy, let me know.
And now that your commute is seconds long, you have more time for a hobby. So the settings icon and unchecking show weekends. Set this up in Apple Calendar by clicking week. Depending on the project's scope, add a day to a few weeks to the deadline you agree on with the client. If anything takes longer than you anticipate, there will be no need to stress. You'll still finish on time.
Okay, so we got groceries. I finished my audiobook. Wasn't hard. So the book was like 500 work from home tips, which like I was worried that the format was going to be boring because once I started listening to it, it was literally just one tip after another for 5 hours basically. But it was pretty surprisingly like easy to get through. I think it was easy to kind of listen in the background like while I'm doing other stuff. And once I like listened enough that I could start to feel myself checking out, then that was time to take a break and like move on to something else. But it was pretty good. I mean, I would recommend it if you either work from home or want to work from home. There were some tips that were like might not be relevant to everybody. Like I think the second to last chapter was about working from home if you work for a company. The last chapter was more like working from home if you're a freelancer. And at first I thought that the working for a company section was not going to apply to me at all, but it eventually kind of did because I am wanting to hire. So it's kind of like how to prevent your staff from getting burnt out and how to stay connected when you're working remotely. And I think, you know, even as a pet sitter and dog walker, it's kind of on par with like remote work because we are working independently. So there, you know, as long as everything's going smoothly, there's not always a reason that we need to see each other face to face, but obviously you still want to like stay connected with your staff. So like that chapter was like kind of helpful. And then the freelancer chapter was also helpful. I actually would consider getting like a hard copy of it just to like flip through and like look at specific sections, because like with an audiobook, especially an audiobook that I'm listening to like while multitasking, it's like makes it hard to like go back and like revisit certain things. Anyway, I'm already kind of regretting this plan to make multiple meals at once. It's almost 12. It's 11:38. I've been up since 5, but I guess I'll show you what I got. Now you can see the mess on the other side of the room. Oh, also, by the way, I was using those cleaning wipes you saw me using cleaning the stove. I really like those, but I don't use them super often. Like for something like this, I probably wouldn't use them. They're nice to have on hand, like if you need to clean something quickly, or like to have on the go. Like they're great for cleaning the car, or like if the pets make a mess that I need to like clean up quickly. They're good for that kind of stuff. I probably wouldn't use it for like cleaning the kitchen, but once I started cleaning, I remembered that I was out of paper towels, which I knew that. I already had them on the order. I was also out of cleaning spray. So I was like, not gonna be a very effective cleaner, not gonna be able to make effective use of that time waiting for my groceries. And I actually forgot to put these on the order, so I'm glad things worked out that way, because starting to clean reminded me that I didn't have any cleaner. So I got these Vms Gluten-Free Waffles. I like to have these on hand. Like my favorite way to get them is to like get them and forget that I have them, like put them in the back of the freezer, and then like one of those days when I don't know what I'm gonna have for breakfast. Usually that doesn't happen, because if I keep them in the front of the freezer, then I'll just eat them consecutively like every day in a row. I got one of these like Himalayan salt shakers. I actually realized the day before Thanksgiving, it was actually on Thanksgiving when I made my Thanksgiving dinner, I remembered that I ran out of salt the day before. So I had like a low sodium Thanksgiving. So these I'm kind of excited to try. I hadn't seen these before. They're two different kinds of pasta. The brand is Veggie Craft Farms, and this pasta is made with cauliflower. This one is made with sweet potato. And the ingredients are, where are the ingredients? Lentil, pea, and sweet potatoes for the sweet potato one, and then lentil, pea, and cauliflower for the cauliflower one. And these do say vegan, like right here at the bottom, they say vegan. But this brand isn't completely vegan. Like I saw they had it's like a cauliflower rice with pesto, and I was gonna get that, but it is not vegan. It has some kind of like dairy in it. So my idea, I was gonna use one of these, kind of leaning toward the sweet potato one for one of the meals I'm gonna make today. But we'll figure it out as we go. I got 5 pounds of russet potatoes, which I feel like this isn't super interesting to show you, but the reason I am showing you is because I feel like some people can relate to this. I planned out, okay, so I'm going to Disneyland twice within the next like week or so. So I planned out kind of a couple meals that I can make that like will last me the correct amount of time, where I'm not gonna have food going bad, I'm not gonna have too much stuff or like run out. So basically the 2 meals that I wanna make are like pasta, and one pasta thing and one noodle thing. So I'm like, do I really need potatoes? Like I could always use some potatoes, like if I run out of food or whatever. And I feel like this time of year especially, like I go through potatoes like quick. But I'm sitting there thinking, well, if I'm planning these 2 meals, do I really need potatoes, especially 5 pounds of potatoes? Am I really gonna eat all of that? But then potatoes tend to last longer than a week. Like if I don't get through them, I could usually push it to like, what, 2, maybe even 3 weeks. So I was going back and forth trying to decide. I like started building this Instacart order, by the way, yesterday, and I was gonna order it last night, but then I realized I didn't want to stay up that late to wait for it to come. So I was like, I'll push it to tomorrow. So anyway, a deciding factor, like when I was ready to place my order, was like I needed to decide if I was gonna get the potatoes or not. And then I just started laughing because I realized the potatoes are 5 pounds. They were on sale. They're normally like $3 or something. They were on sale for $1.50. And I'm like thinking, like, why am I complicating it so much? It would be worth $1.50 just to get that time back that I spent trying to decide. Like, even if just having these potatoes on hand like saves me from having to go through takeout or something like one time, then it's like paid for itself. So I got the potatoes. Okay, so I'm remembering why I haven't done Instacart in a while. I feel like I need to cancel, actually. I'm gonna get the most out of this month on Instacart, and then I'm gonna cancel because I haven't been using it that often. And I actually forgot one of the things I don't like about it is they bag everything in plastic. You can put in your little shopper notes, like, you don't need to bag this, because something like if I was shopping for myself, like limes and sweet potato, I would just put those in my basket. And these are 2 cucumbers. They're the Hot House cucumbers that already come wrapped in plastic, and then they put it in another plastic bag. I got green onion, bell pepper, cilantro, bananas. Like, I literally forgot, like I would not put this in a bag. I forgot that that's even a thing that people do. At least I do usually save them, so they'll get used like when I'm walking Bruce or for cat litter, stuff like that. Okay, the last few things I got: spring mix. I want to actually show you this. Mushrooms, blueberries, and then I haven't tried these. They are from Field Roast, spicy chipotle sausage. I was looking for soy chorizo and they didn't have it, which I'm pretty sure, I know I've bought it from Sprouts before, so I don't know if they were out or I just wasn't typing in the right thing. But I like Field Roast. And I'm not sure, like in the picture it shows that this is like sliced up sausages, and what I was picturing, I wanted to get, like, you know how like soy chorizo is like a crumbly thing, and I was going to use that for pasta, but this will be good, I think, still. Okay, so that is everything that I got today, but I'm gonna tell you what my plan is. So I feel like a lot of times I'll have like an idea for a recipe, something that I want to make, and then I get the ingredients for it, and I have like leftover odds and ends that like don't get used, like produce and stuff like that. Like I have enough produce for the recipe, and then I have like random stuff, especially things like toppings like cilantro and lime and stuff like that. So I got this noodle kit in it was in an imperfect produce order. So with imperfect produce, like I would always forget to pick my stuff, so they just send you like random stuff. But if you go in and pick, you can choose your produce, but you can also get like extra stuff like this. They have like meat substitutes. I mean, they have like dairy and meat like and things like that, but they have like vegan meat substitutes. They have pantry items and stuff now. So anyway, I've had this in my fridge for probably a couple of months now. It doesn't expire, thankfully. I was not sure. It's good until January 7th, 22, and it comes with fresh rice noodles and pad thai sauce, and I guess that's it. So I'm gonna make this with the veggies, some of the veggies that I got, the bok choy, green onion, mushrooms. I have some tofu. I didn't need tofu today, but I already have some. And then I'll top it with the cilantro and lime, and I don't know, we'll see what else ends up in there. I feel like I might have some other stuff that could get thrown in. And then my other plan was to use one of these. I think I'm leaning toward the sweet potato one, and do like a pasta with that sausage, that spicy Mexican chipotle sausage. I also got to figure out what kind of veggie I'm gonna put in it. I got the spring mix kind of as a backup, like at least I can have it with a side salad if I don't put any veggies in it. And then this can also get topped with the cilantro and lime. So then I also wanted to make Bruce's food. I've been doing some homemade food for him that kind of came, we worked with our vet and did like a nutrition consultation, and she gave me a recipe to make for him. I'm not gonna exactly make that this week. I'm gonna make something a little bit different. He also still eats some kibble, so like what I'm giving him is kind of in addition to, it's like a topper, meal topper, whatever. But when he was staying with my parents, they actually gave him, they were giving him his kibble first, and then they wait a little while and then give him like the fresh food that I made. So he was getting like 4 small meals a day. And I went and picked him up, what day was that? Like Thursday. Today is Saturday, and I haven't had the fresh food for him, and he's looking at me like I am cheating him out of something. So I figured I better make him something. So we're gonna get that going today. Okay, I would like to show you my cooking surface without showing you that I'm wearing mismatched socks with sandals. There we go. The bok choy, bell peppers, green onion, mushrooms. Is that it? Cooking with sesame oil and just salt and pepper, and then I'll add the noodles in just a second. So I think I knew this, but I forgot. It actually says 2 servings on the box, and everything comes separately. So if you wanted to just make 1 serving at a time, you could. Sorry, I'm being really awkward. Okay, so I'm baking some tofu. This is going to be one of the things that Bruce and I share, and I noticed these pieces are slightly uneven. Like I cut the block lengthwise down the middle, or at least what I thought was the middle, and it came out looking like a piece of abstract art. I have a feeling Bruce is going to get the bigger, softer pieces, and then I'm going to get the little chewy ones. And this guy knows that there's food in the oven for him, huh? Christine, you know I'm making your tofu, huh? You know I'm making a tofu for you? We're gonna share it. Yeah, we can share it. Is that okay? Okay, so an update on this field roast sausage. It seems like it's actually, so here's a, I don't know if you could see the picture clearly, but it seems like it'll be pretty versatile. Like you can actually crumble it or slice it depending on what you want to do. I think I'm gonna stick with the original plan and still slice it, but maybe I'll try both. We'll see how ambitious I get. All right, hello, we're done, we did it. I have the soy chorizo pasta. Actually, I just realized I've been calling it soy chorizo. Focus? I've been calling it soy and I don't actually know what it is. Because yeah, okay, this is what I thought. Field roast is usually gluten. Yeah, so it is like seitan based. It's vital wheat gluten. So obviously not gluten-free, but it looks like it is soy-free. I mean, it doesn't have soy as an allergen warning. I'm glad I looked that up because sometimes people ask me for soy-free options, so here you go. It is a little bit spicy, but I realized you can't see the pan. I should have set up a better shot. It is a little bit spicy, but the flavor of it, oops. The flavor of it is really good. I would definitely get this again. I hadn't tried this before. Definitely would get it again. Oh, and I should mention I couldn't decide if I wanted to use which pasta, so I went with the cauliflower. I posted an Instagram poll and the results were 50-50 by the time my water was boiling. So my gut went with cauliflower because the cauliflower seemed like it would be more neutral to me. Like I think sweet potato has kind of more flavor on its own. So I felt like the neutral one would go better with like a flavorful sausage. Plus the one thing, so I'm all done cooking except for I chopped up some sweet potatoes. I'm gonna cook those in the water in the pot from the pasta. That's mostly going to be for Bruce, but it's a pretty big sweet potato, so there's a chance that I will probably eat some of it also. So just for the sake of variety, I didn't want to do sweet potato pasta and have sweet potatoes this week. I feel like this is kind of a weird transition, but now I haven't tried the pad thai yet. I should probably squeeze the lime first. I was a little bit concerned that this pad thai wasn't going to have enough sauce. Like as I started to add it, it didn't seem like there was going to be enough. But like once it sat in the pot for a little while, it thickened a little bit. It just kind of melted in with the noodles, I guess. So along with it, I have cilantro, lime, some of the baked tofu. I do also have some like ready to eat baked sriracha tofu from Trader Joe's. So I think I'm probably gonna have that and save the rest of the plain tofu for Bruce because he can put away like a pound of tofu on his own like within a week. Oh, and then I also have some like coleslaw mix. What did I buy this for? Oh, I made tacos and I needed to use the rest of the tofu mix, and I realized that was kind of that and having the noodle box were kind of the inspiration for making pad thai in the first place, and I almost forgot that I had it. Okay, it's pretty good. I would say I wish there was a little bit more sauce, especially since I added the stuff to it. I think if it had just been on its own, maybe it would be okay. Actually, I don't know. Maybe second bite, maybe I take that back. Maybe it is the right amount of sauce. But yeah, if you like it super saucy, you might want to add a little more of your own sauce or soy sauce or hot sauce. I will probably add some chili garlic hot sauce. It's good though. Both of these are good. I would actually make both of these things again. Also, while we're at it, I guess I should mention these Good & Gather sparkling waters, flavored waters. I think my favorite one is the dragon fruit. What is it? It's like dragon fruit something. This is probably a close second. Mango strawberry. I do not recommend the cucumber mint. That one it's nasty. I bought a case of it. I drank one and the rest of the case is still sitting in my fridge and it's been a year. Like I swear it tastes like sparkling, like a pickle almost. Like the mint doesn't taste like mint to me. It tastes like dill. It tastes like pickle sparkling water, pickle water sparkling. So yeah, I don't recommend that flavor, but the fruity flavors I think are really good. This is probably my favorite one and it's cheap too and you get it at Target. Anyway, I'm trying to see what can you see in the background there? Okay, I don't think there's anything weird. There's some cleaning products. Okay, I'm gonna end this video. I have a client to meet at 4 o'clock and then that's all I have on my schedule for today. So I'm gonna edit this video, post it. I'm gonna watch some other people's Vlogmas videos and then I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.